What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Vibez. Welcome back to the channel. We have some more Call of Duty World War II, and in today's video I want to talk a little bit about Driftors skill-based matchmaking video and how much of a surprise it was, and the new Call of Duty World War II update that went live today. Now I'm not going to really talk about much in the update. I'm just going to hit the main points. You already know the Thompson and the MP40 been buffed, but the game's still unbalanced. So it appears, sorry about that, but it appears that Sledgehammer Games have a hard time balancing their weapons. They buffed the two weapons. They really needed an MP40 in this game. It needed a buff. The Thompson needed a buff. And it's not like they buffed the damage, drop off of it. They just buffed the fire rate. And the two weapons needed it. But now, since they're buffed, they now have a problem when it comes to their hip fire spread. Now, when you equip the steady aim attachment in Call of Duty World War II on any weapon, it almost makes it a god at hip fire, especially on the submachine guns. And with these two weapons having a fast fire rate, remind you, they already killed up close relatively quick before the buff went live. But now, since they're buffed and they have this fast fire rate and you can equip a steady aim attachment, they can almost beat you mid-range when just hip firing. And then when you're hip firing, the weapon recoil, you don't seem to feel it. Alright, if you put on the suppressor in Call of Duty World War II, it makes it to where your weapon it has recoil, but it makes it even more manageable in World War II. And it's crazy that it works that way, but it works. So I feel like Sledgehammer now needs to look at the hip fire across all weapons with that attachment on, because if they don't, then that attachment can stay broken, just like a lot of things in this game is already broken. But it's a fun game though. I know a lot of people are not playing Call of Duty World War II because of some of the things that Sledgehammer has in it. Some BS a lot of players don't like, and that's understandable. But some BS we can handle. We can be cool with that. So that brings into this Driftors skill-based matchmaking. Time and time they have said skill-based matchmaking is not in Call of Duty World War II, and I've seen the video. That video was a relatively long video by Driftors, like almost 20 minutes long, and he was discussing how he paid the guy $1,000 for, doing some research on skill-based matchmaking. And it's surprising, because some of the guy points were accurate. They was very accurate. The whole point of Drifter saying, let's look at it like this. Drifter, he said this. He went out in the CWL event. He talked to Michael Condrey. Let me know if I'm getting some of these things wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but just let me know. He talked to Michael Condrey, and Michael Condrey told him, he promised him skill-based matchmaking is not in World War II. They match you by your win-loss ratio. It's somewhere between your win-loss ratio and the connections with with both players. That's how they match you. But here's the thing. I don't care, dude, because I still feel like something skill-based matchmaking or something is in this game, because I keep getting matched with players who are beyond my prestige and who's like right there under my prestige or either at my prestige. That's how it's working with me. I can't speak for everyone, but that's how it's working with me. And I know a lot of people saying that skill-based matchmaking is in this game despite what Michael Condrey say. A part of me feel like it's in this game, and a part of me feel like it's just something to do with Sledgehammer matchmaking. I don't know if they got the difficulty for matchmaking high or anything for Call of Duty World War II, because they want you to improve your skill at classic combat. They want you to lead the boots off the ground era, because that's where a lot of us are from. Boots off the, a lot of us came from the jetpack and Call of Duty, so now they're trying to get us in the habit of playing boots on the ground classic combat. But now, oh my god, you said comeback. Rip the dream, guys. I said comeback. Oh my god, classic combat. But now, since they've done that, I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't get me lying, dude. But in my opinion, Sledgehammer Games needs to rethink this whole matchmaking system, lower the difficulty or something, man. Because I'm tired of getting placed in matches where I'm getting my ass kicked by players who are my rank and above. I don't want to play sweats. If I want to play sweats, then I'll play competitive. But I don't want to play competitive. I just want to play regular Call of Duty pub stomp players and play public matches online and get some score streaks without having to sweat my ass off. In this video, the only reason I have low score streaks on because I was just actually prestiging. I'm actually now prestige 5. I've not told you guys that, but I'm prestige 5, level 14 or 15. I have diamond camo. I'm currently trying to get diamond camo on my assault rifles, because I actually kind of like the assault rifles in this game. The STG-44 is pretty epic. I enjoy that assault rifle. You know, I enjoy the FG-42, even though they nerfed that thing against day. And in that update today, they might have nerfed that weapon, but that weapon is still a valuable weapon in Call of Duty World War II. And you can barely feel the nerf. Now I know a lot of people say you can feel the nerf of that weapon, but nah, man. Nah, I can't feel that nerf. Stack that thing on with a quick draw, put that thing with some rapid fire, extended mags, you'll be good to go. I'm so serious right now. It seems like, you know, time and time again over the years, Call of Duty has been having a hard time balancing weapons. It's always been like that. I don't know why, but cause they don't want to make the wrong move. They nerf the best weapon in the game so bad to the point to where they nerf it to the ground. Then they buff the worst weapon in the game, and that suddenly becomes the best weapon, and the game just becomes unbalanced. Because when you touch one thing in Call of Duty, it changes the entire thing around. You touch one thing, you gotta make sure everything else is balanced before, you know, you release the update or even publish the game, because you don't want to release a broken game. Now, here's why I believe what Sledgehammer went wrong yet. In Call of Duty World War II, one reason why I think the lobbies and some, you know, there's a lot of bugs in this game was because of the headquarters. I get back to this point. When Call of Duty World War II first launched, the game was offline. You couldn't play online. The servers were down. The servers actually crashed the night of launch. So it was the worst day. It was the worst launch almost ever in Call of Duty history. Not the worst, but it was one of the worst launches. And that's because I believe the headquarters. This is why Infinity Ward in Poland, this is why they're working on a new engine. I strongly believe that they're working on a new engine, and they're working on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. So when Infinity Ward drop their next Call of Duty in 2019, we can have a remastered Call of Duty. They're gonna remaster the entire series, because why remaster one Call of Duty and not remaster the rest? That doesn't make any type of sense to me. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. It's been your boy Wavy Vibes. And hold on right quick. I would be making a video about what I was discussing in my last video, talking about some things I have problems with in Call of Duty World War II. And there's a lot of bugs in this game, but it's alright. I'm going to be discussing that in the next video. It's been your boy Wavy Vibes. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for the amount of support. If you enjoyed the video, drop a subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like or a dislike. Just drop me some. I'll catch you guys on the next video.
Quite surprised, just one look into your